friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Health You, the place where my mission is to motivate you to look at the brighter side of the health. I know it's been a long while I'm meeting you. Really sorry for this, and there's a reason why I took this long break. There were a lot of things that I wanted to do, which I was not able to do due to lockdown last year. And again, I was a little tired with a lot of work going on the way. So I thought of taking a small break, but that small break turned up into a longer break because then I was just trying to curate good content. Because as I've said, I will always try to bring good authentic information in front of you, and I would try to make this channel more valuable for you so that you can always look forward to watch new videos on this channel. Now, having said that, coming to the point again is we are back with our regular videos, and as always the videos would be on neuro rehabilitation, wellness and bones and joint related health. I would be uploading videos every single day, that is Monday to Saturday, which would be in English and Hindi both, which means on Monday, Wednesday and on Fridays the videos would be in English, and the same topic would be created and repeated on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays regarding the same topic, but that would be created in Hindi language so that people who have difficulty in understanding English video, even they can take advantage of videos in Hindi. So having said that, coming to the point of today's topic, and that is a new ray of hope for people who are suffering from synkinesis or else long-standing paralysis. Yes, you heard it right. So Bell's palsy is one of the most liked video series in my channel, and people have come up with a lot of queries related to Bell's palsy. I see a lot of patients also online via video consultation to help them, and I have been constantly trying to help people suffering from Bell's palsy to get rid of all their ailments. And synkinesis is one of the major complication or else a problem that people experiences post Bell's palsy, and there have been a lot of questions around how much is the possibility to reverse Bell's palsy, or else how much is the possibility to reverse synkinesis. Is synkinesis curable or not? Even people ask like whether my facial asymmetry will go or not. So today what I'm going to talk to you about is a new ray of hope, a new research paper. Actually, it's not that new, but it's comparatively new, or else you can say recent, which gives a lot of hope to people who are suffering from synkinesis or else any kind of long-standing residuals of Bell's palsy. So, interested in knowing about this, make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's begin. So friends, coming to today's topic, and that is new ray of hope for people suffering from synkinesis or else long-standing residuals of Bell's palsy. Now, people who have got Bell's palsy mostly recover. 90% of people will recover within 3 months itself. But if the nerve damage is more, then the nerve might take longer time to heal, and that's why a person might take some more time to recover. But most of the time, people who take longer time of recovery also have to face some unnecessary complications of Bell's palsy, and one of the most devastating complication is synkinesis. So synkinesis is nothing but mass movement of your face. So for example, whenever you are trying to smile, your eyes get smaller. That is synkinesis. Whenever you are trying to blink, or else whenever you are trying to move your forehead, your mouth automatically moves. That is synkinesis. Or else whenever you are talking normally, or else whenever you are smiling, eating, at that time also you observe that your eyes are getting smaller. That is synkinesis. This is mass movement. Now till date, still it is considered by many people, even I used to follow this school of thought, that synkinesis happens due to aberrant regeneration, which means the nerve is getting miswired and is being regenerated in wrong direction. But there is one study which has been published by Dr. Alex Pashova from Crystal Touch Bell's Palsy Clinic, Netherlands. And this study is a groundbreaking thing, or else you can say it will change the way the clinicians or else physiotherapists look at the recovery or else rehabilitation of Bell's palsy patient. This study tells that it's not the aberrant regeneration or a strong or a miswiring of the nerve that's causing synkinesis, but it is due to first and wrong pattern of movement that has been learned by your brain, which is causing this wrong movement patterns. So the brain has developed a wrong habit of doing a movement in certain way, and that's why synkinesis is happening. Now, whenever it says that it's habit, which means an habit can be broken, and that's why if we believe in this particular study, then synkinesis can be reversed. And this is a huge deal for people who are suffering from synkinesis, that yes, there is a ray of hope that synkinesis can be reversed or else can be reduced. Now, I would try to make you understand, or else I will try to make this little bit more simpler so that you get an idea. Please listen to this video carefully. I know it is going to be a little bit technical, but if you understand the intricacies of what I'm going to tell you, that will help you understand why you have got synkinesis at first place and what should be done for it so that you can recover from synkinesis. So, what happens in Bell's palsy? There is one nerve which is called as facial nerve, which starts from your brain, start coming to your ear, and then it starts applying to your entire facial muscles. Now this nerve is like an electric wire, an electric current, which is carrying signals, electric signals from the brain, and is telling the muscles to move in certain way. Now what happens in Bell's palsy, there is certain pressure that is coming on that particular wire at your ear level. Okay, so there's no problem inside the brain, but the problem is in ear. Now definitely facial paralysis can happen due to other reasons like brain tumor or else brain trauma. Even that will lead to facial paralysis. But what I'm trying to say here is that there is a block in the conduction of your nerve. The currents, the electric current passing from that wire are not able to reach to your facial muscles. Now, when these electric wires is not being able to provide the current and you are constantly trying to move this facial muscle in the form of exercise, or just trying to observe like whether you are able to raise your eyebrows, do this and all, what you're doing is you're constantly pulling force or is taking the energy from the normal side, okay, and other muscles. So you are not actually moving the right muscle which is supposed to move, but you are taking lot of effort, you're putting a lot of effort, you are taking a lot of power from other muscles to finish that one movement, and constantly the brain is registering this. Now if you recover in 3 months of time and you keep on practicing this, still it's okay, because now will recover sooner, you will start getting your movements back and brain will not register. But if the same thing is continuing for a very long period of time and over about it, if you are adding stimulation to this, which is artificially again giving currents and stimulating wrong facial muscles or else overstimulating it, the brain has now registered that in order to do a movement, I need to take that much of effort. So in synkinesis, what you are doing actually is, it's not that your muscles are weak, you have recovered, but you are overworking on your muscles. In order to do a simple movement of your face, you are taking a lot of effort from other muscles, and that's why you are observing the synkinesis. So synkinesis is just because of this motor overflow or else more power being taken from other muscles. Second problem that happens in synkinesis is loss of reciprocal inhibition. Now, what is reciprocal inhibition? Now, in order to do a smooth movement, the body has an ability to relax one group of muscle and allow the other group of muscles to start working. Until unless one group of muscle relax and other group of muscles activate, then only a movement will happen. Okay, so this is a rule of thumb that applies to entire body, okay, even your facial muscles. So this is called agonist and antagonist. So agonists are the group of muscles which allows the movement, and antagonists are the muscles which stops the movement. Okay, so in order to finish one movement, the agonist should contract but the antagonist should relax. So for example, when you are smiling, okay, so there's one muscle which starts from your corner of the mouth and is here. So actually it starts and ends here, okay. So this muscle is your smiling muscle. This is the agonist of smiling, but the antagonist of this is a muscle which lies here somewhere. Okay, so now when you are trying to smile, this should relax. Then only it will allow this to go. But due to motor overflow and lack of reciprocal inhibition, this muscle is not being able to relax. And when this muscle is not able to relax, whenever you're trying to make an effort of smiling, this also starts contracting and starts pulling. So it will not allow. So it's like a tug of war situation here. This is pulling this way, this is pulling this way. Now, when this happens, the other muscles also starts coming into picture to help this movement to complete, and that's why you observe this wrong movement pattern. You can just take a simple analogy over here is, if you are trying to open a very hard box, or else when you are trying to pull something very hardly, even the face muscles will not do anything, but still your face will contract this way, right? So if you are trying to open a box or is trying to pull something, this is what happens, right? Same thing is happening in this situation. When you are trying to do a movement, the brain has registered like no matter how is the movement, and you will observe this that in synkinesis as well, whenever you do forceful movements, at that time the synkinesis will increase. This is the reason, because there's a lot of motor overflow happening. I know there's a lot of technical terms I'm talking here, but this is important to share, and that's why you are getting synkinesis. Got it? So, what's the solution? The solution is to educate yourself and try to reduce the amount of activity that you do on your face. That's why massage is very important, because you need to first learn the art of relaxing your facial muscle. If you can relax your facial muscle, obviously the overactivity will come down. Second thing, you should also know to isolate your muscles, which means you need to understand what are the muscles which are supposed to move and what are the muscles which are not supposed to move, and you need to control them. And the third thing is you need to focus more on your emotional aspect of movement, because when it comes to movement, whenever we do our day-to-day task, we use a combination of your emotional center and your logical center. Now in Bell's palsy practice, due to a lot of exercises, you have worked a lot, and your voluntary center, or is the center which controls the movement, which works on the command, is good, and it has actually overtaken. So it's constantly this who is come as a hierarchy. But there's one more center in your brain which is somewhere inside between two lobes, and it's called limbic system. It's also called as factory of emotion. Now this center has become dormant because you have not used much of your emotional center over a period of time. You have constantly used the volitional center, or as the voluntary center. That's why it's important to activate your dormant emotional center mode, and that's why you should focus more on doing emotion based exercises over the voluntary exercises. Emotion based exercises are automatic, they are natural, they are effortless. There is a thought process involved with that. Okay, and these movements doesn't have to be noisy, it doesn't should have that effort, it should go as a smooth harmonious thing. And that's what is a ray of hope, that all of these things can be practiced, and when practiced in a right way, you would be able to get rid of your synkinesis. Isn't it great? Now, this sounds very exciting to me, because it gives a lot of hope and a lot of possibilities to the patients who are suffering from synkinesis. So this is what I wanted to share in this video. I will share the link to Crystal Touch Clinic in the description box below. Please feel free to watch out their videos, their content as well. It's very good channel, and I will tell you this is not sponsored at all, but they are actually doing some really good job in the space of research and management for synkinesis. So please go through, read what they have come up. They have also come up with a course on understanding your facial palsy, its residuals, and how to manage that. So you can take up that course as well. The more you understand about your problem, the more you yourself would be able to solve your problem. So this was it from my end for today's video. I wanted to start this series of videos with some positive note, and this to me was, I would say, one of the best news that I could share with you guys, especially for the people who are suffering from synkinesis. So if you like this video, make sure to like this, share this video with your friends or someone whom you feel this video might be of help. Do not forget to subscribe to HealthQ channel. I'll see you in another video. Thank you.